Wow, I know this one. At least the fourth game had 2 followers on Twitch. This one has 0. I guess because it just came out not too long ago. Yeah, they've I've been noticing that the number of followers for the games have gotten lower as the series went on. Oh, there's no briefing on this one? Also is not... my controller is not responding for some reason. There we go. (1897) The Barrelite Incident. During the incident, most of the guests invited to the royal vacation home die or go missing. The Queen of the British Empire, long presumed dead, reclaims her throne from her brother and consolidates her power soon after. 1898, the Citadel Catastrophe. Mysterious and alien superstructure appears in London and leads to over 8,000 casualties and drives countless more mad. Following days of utter chaos, the Citadel leaves just as suddenly as it arrived. Among the missing is Alfred Waltham, the famous industrialist, a key player in the Barrelite Incident. 1899, the invasion of Portland. An armed militia called the Sons of Washington invade the Isle of Portland, located in the Barrelite Manor, and wage outright war against the Empire. The invaders are quickly exterminated, but the Empire suffers a heavy blow to its confidence. Rumors suggest the former princess of the Empire was connected to the invaders, though these conspiracies are quickly squashed. 1900, the shattering of the moon. Following a drastic rise in occult activity, and I didn't get to read the rest of that. I guess let's restart so we can read those last few. Because they did go by pretty quick. Okay, read that one. God damn it, why is it not? Come on, OBS, pick up the game. What's wrong with you? Technical difficulties. There we go. That one. See if I can read faster. Following drastic rise in occult activity from the world, the moon suddenly shatters, exposing the form of a creature living right under its surface. Millions across the world are driven mad, and most of the population is paralyzed with fear. A great construction begins in London, resembling the superstructure that landed there 2 years prior. Shattered chunks of the moon begin severely affecting the world, and becomes clear that multiple pieces will crash on the Earth. Despite the best efforts of the Empire, the rumors spread that the crashing chunks will end all life on the planet. 1901. Sargat. Wait, no. It's you, Waltham. Yes, I am sorry to have once again commandeered your beloved friend's body. Say what you must, and hurry. I needed to talk to you, without anyone else around. I have come to a decision. I assume you know that once we begin the journey aboard the Citadel, I will have to retain control of Sargat's body for years, possibly decades. Otherwise, navigating the Citadel will be impossible. We suspected as much, but it is a knight's duty to serve, no matter the sacrifice. Are you truly content with that? How dare you? A lot has changed since I was stuck inside this young knight. Irritatingly enough, I have grown fond of him. You are truly testing my patience now. I have a solution, a way to spare him this fate, a way you can save him. Is this why you sought me out in solitude, to use me for a scheme? Just hear me out. So that's guard and HP. Governing side of the beyond. Okay, so just like the other games, that's basically just so that you can see a lot of weird shit. Might make the game harder, like it's done in some of them. Damage for melee weapons and the melee finisher. Ranged weapons and the range finisher. Magic and the magical finisher. Right now she has 1,000 guard, 300 health. 225, 150. So the gun is the cheapest to use. Cast time 1 second, cooldown 1 second, it only costs 150. 225, cast time 1, cooldown 2. 225, cast time 2, cooldown 1. Oh, looks like they even changed the icon for information. Wall is strong, but I feel something else at work too. A hint of some kind of occult magic. The longer I look at the wall, the taller it feels. This back to Barrowline Manor? Guard post looks abandoned, no signs of interference. The chains on the gate, however, are broken. The damage looks recent as the brakes are still pristine. Oh no, it's not Barrowline Manor, this is Waltham Industries. You want me to get you a fresh replicated body? Essentially. However, following the departure of my servants aboard the Citadel 3 years ago, there is only one way to create a replica now. How? The Waltham Industries Vitae Manufactory, or to be more precise, my laboratory deep below it. I read reports that you had abandoned and locked down the site 3 years ago, just weeks prior to the Citadel incident. Yes, I had no desire to ever return. The factory was stripped, but the laboratory and ruins below were left untouched, only sealed with my powers to contain what remains inside. What were you keeping there? Nothing good, as you might have guessed. I amassed an extensive collection of artifacts and living specimens throughout the centuries. However, it is the only place with the equipment and materials needed to create another replicate body for me to move into. You came to me knowing I would do it, while the Queen and Knights would refuse. We are departing in 5 days, and this world will end in 11 days. I knew it was too late to create an organized effort to do this. And if Sargat knew of the risk, he would rather sacrifice himself. Exactly. Tell me what I need to know. Sign next to the door labels this building as the Laborer Storage and Eatery. The door is barred. I won't get in this way. Oh, you can run, but it uses up your guard. Sign next to the door labels this building as the main office for the property. The door is barred to an absurd degree. Not getting in this way anytime soon. You must die. You are Petra Lathoni. Lanesia Britannia. I can save you. All you need to do is accept my chains. They shall grant you the power you will need ahead. Do you accept my shackles? I never had a choice, did I? Would there ever be a point in refusing? You know what I am. I offer you the chance to save you, and the one you cherish. Would you refuse? Never. Then you will be one of my many hands shaping the future. So this is the first game where after you cinematically die, you can't they don't give you the choice to refuse. Granted, it just always immediately leads to a game over, and then it just sends you right back to the choice. but you always, in the other 4 games, you had a chance to say no, and it would pop a achievement. Map for the manufactory. Looks like it could fall apart at the slightest touch. I'd better not try to remove it. Wonder how close do I have to get to those guys to... Okay, answer the question. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how this battle system works yet. Obviously, I'm giving it, like, when they attack, I'm given a chance to counter or block. Maybe there's tutorial stuff in here. Or not. Just heading me back. I imagine that's probably how I get a first strike or something. Okay, so blocking is incorrect against what, I guess that's the gun icon? That's probably the biggest thing, is I need to figure out what beats what. Welcome to one of my humble residences, Knight of One. Are we above the moon? Yes and no. We are neither here nor there. But yes, what you are seeing is the surface of the moon. Specifically your moon. I can't see the opening from here. Yes, that's very intentional. Going too close would negatively affect you and everyone else who passes through here. Why are you helping me? What do you gain from all this? Does it matter? Would it change anything? Would you even believe me? Expected nothing better. Good. Curiosity is a great trait for a growing species, but recognize when you are before someone far out of your reach. I am not alone here. Yes, the select few whose company I tolerate. May they aid you in your doings, and if you see the black cat, tell him he is due for a visit. Black cat, huh? So this is where we level up. Is Howard running the tutorial? Because this is an awful lot of information things. Howard. You're Howard, right? I heard of you from the Queen and the Knights. You helped them out in the past. That would be me. Nice to finally meet you in person, Lanesia. I don't see your companion, the Gaunt. They are busy with preparations for our big voyage. I assume you know of the fate that awaits our world, then. Yes, and my friend has already secured a safe future for me and many others who roam the dream worlds. But until that time, I was thinking of lightening my load and selling some of our extra supplies here. Petra was kind enough to let me do that with those who come and go here. I have yet to see anyone else here. Oh, you can't see them? That's fine. I assume Petra wishes to keep some of her allies a secret. I shall speak of this no more, else I might earn her ire. But please, do feel free to shop away. The prices are set, and sorry to say, but I am not open to bargain. Alright, I'll take a look. Okay. I'm guessing Vitae is going to be something that drops a lot later, because all those seem to be pretty expensive. still need to figure out how this battle system works. There we go. This is the combat screen. On the right side of your player character, on the bottom right of the screen is your character's details and commands. The left side of the screen is the enemy or enemies. Top left corner of the screen is the targeted enemy's details. Finally, the bottom left corner of the screen is the timeline. Player character's information displays the current and maximum guard. Below, if the current and maximum health. To the right is the command menu. Above is the combo chain. Counter currently at 0. Guard works as a barrier and a resource at the same time. All incoming damage must first reduce guard to 0 to deal damage to health. You slowly regain guard over time or by using the right defensive command with correct timing. If the player or the enemy suffers health damage, their maximum guard will decrease proportionately to the lost health. Managing guard is incredibly important. By navigating the command menu with directional keys, the arrow keys, you can access available commands. Command details will be displayed for available commands as well as their costs in the guard bar highlighted in red. Commands have acting and cooldown times displayed as seconds. Backing out of a menu is done by pressing the cancel key, Q, and backspace on the default keys. Timeline found on the bottom left screen displays the flow of time in combat. Your enemies will always be on the top side of the timeline, while your character will always be on the bottom side of the timeline. Right end of the timeline displays if time is currently flowing or standing still. Right half of the timeline is cooldown, left side of the timeline is execution. Okay, so it's kind of Grandia-ish. In this image, the player is currently at the decision stage. When selecting command, the player can see exactly where the command would place them on the timeline in terms of execution and cool down before they can take another action. Since everyone moves in the timeline at an equal pace, you can use this to plan your moves in advance. When the player is not selecting commands at any time, they can perform defensive commands. Using the correct defensive move for the correct type of incoming attack is one of the most important pillars of survival. The correct defensive move, timed well, will not only mitigate up to 100% of the incoming damage, but also return a portion of the maximum guard, as well as build combo chain. During the player's turn, if your combo chain is above 0, pressing the combo key, you can pick one of 3 finisher commands. Damage will be determined by the amount of combo chain you collected. This increase is shown at the top right in a percentage format. Upon executing any finisher, the combo chain will reset to 0. Finally, most important, each type of command is strong, normal, or weak against defenses. Ranged attacks and defenses beat melee ones. Melee attacks and defenses beat magic ones. Magic attacks and defenses beat ranged ones. Use the correct attack against the enemy's defensive stance will double your damage, as well as allow you to perform timing QTEs, further raising the damage up by another 50% and build combo chain. Okay, so range beats melee, melee beats magic, and magic beats range. During normal encounters, the player is able to escape. To do so during the player's turn, hold the run key, shift on default. Yeah, the problem here is that I need to figure out what a lot of these buttons are on the controller. Okay, so L1 is escape. So it looks like he is in range stance. So I should use magic if I'm getting this right. Okay. Got an idea how this works now. I just needed to actually go through the tutorial. Fungi from Yugoth. Damn it. I was kind of hoping that leveling would refill her health. Most of the notices are worn out beyond legible. One still easy to make out announces the final and definite closure of Waltham Industries Vitae Factorium. Lower detailed instructions on how to collect the severance pay of £2. Quite impressive by all standards. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a finisher. Okay. Kinda getting it now. Only thing I'm wondering is, how do I get back to the hub with Petra to like level up without dying? I assume there's got to be a way to get there without dying. Damn it. Okay, so getting it at the last possible second of the meter is good. I kept trying to do it as fast as possible. Train yard gates are shut tight, no way to get in or out. There are gates, walls, and more gates on every corner of the property. Waltham was harboring more than normal amounts of fear regarding trespassers and would-be thieves. Okay, so enemies don't respawn if you just go from one screen to another. Goods and employee gates in the main workstations are boarded up. But why would anyone place bars on the outside, unless they expect something to try breaking out? Alright, so I've got 2 exits going up. I guess let's go into the first one we would have come across, which would have been this one on the left. The substance, be it gas or light, seeping from the drain has no smell or any sense of presence, but it does alter the colors of its surroundings. I feel no magical presence either. It's unnerving. Probably a nod to the color out of space. Alright, so ranged against this guy. Oh, damn it. Didn't see it activating. That was enough to kill it anyway. No matter how close I listen, there is no sound of any kind coming from below. It's dead silent. That should be a good thing. That's where I came in. Done, so... Sort of light or perhaps gas oozes out of the drains here. Colors gently shift and change, barely noticeable to the eye. Whatever is seeping up from below seems to be the culprit. Every window is rightly and firmly barricaded up, where even a hint of glass is visible is painted pitch black. Fallen piece of barricade. The window above is fully exposed. It's painted pitch black, and upon further investigation, the window appears to be reinforced with a metal frame. The stout wooden walls appear to be separating sections of the property, producing further blocks for any would-be lost employee to wander into the wrong area, and perhaps stumble upon something they were not meant to. Walton went out of his way to avoid investigative eyes. Damn it. Just like the outside walls, there also emanates some sort of magic. I can only conclude they are part of whatever magical seal Waltham placed on the property. It appears to be an incinerator of sorts. The inside is filled with pitch black ash, but odd-colored stones and what appear to be bone fragments are mixed in. Ancient coin, whatever that is. Okay, so he's using gun, which means I need to block with magic. Okay, so ranged, unranged. Putting my hand on the pipe, I can feel the vibrations of air flowing rapidly through the pipe. There appears to be some kind of air exchange for whatever lies below the property. The generator begins to hum. The power output signal lights up. The floor is littered in metal scraps and scratch marks. Must have been a machine room. They seem to have moved whatever they could in a hurry. Oh, this thing's got a lot of health. I think I'm running into the next leveled up enemies. Alright. So it's on gun, so I need the magic. Large collection of empty crates, all with delivery labels still intact. They all seem to be addressed to South America, territory of the Dawn Empire. So Walther moved his equipment and who knows what else to a different continent entirely. Pretty considerable effort for someone who had foreknowledge of the doom awaiting this planet. I assume this charade was to avoid suspicion and enterprising thieves. Not a scrap left. Nothing to indicate what the room was used for besides its placement. I assume it was used for labeling and final inspection of goods before being moved to the train yard. That's a free hill. Ah, such an esteemed guest. The first knight of the Empire herself. Had I known the Queen's right hand herself was coming to visit, I would have cleaned up somewhat. Who are you? Do not worry, we shall meet in person very soon. Please do explain why Lenicia Britannia would come here, of all places, just 11 days before our world comes to an end. I am in no habit of giving away my mission to nameless strangers over a factory intercom. As you wish, but worry not. I have a rather good guess as to why you are here. There's only one thing of value left here. One thing he could want. Well then, make your way below. We shall speak very soon. See you soon, servant of the Empire. That voice, it sounded very familiar. Oh, okay. That's a place where I can go back. Two-way audio intercom, rather frequent in recent years after the World's Fairs 10 years ago. One of the many useful inventions of Nikolai. Well, let's go level up then. Okay, so it looks like I took the long way to get around here. All this segmentation of the property is beginning to wear tiresome on me. It's no doubt part of the world effort to avoid employees wandering due to curiosity or pure idleness. And all this wood at the base of an incinerator would be anything but safe. It appears the incinerator was long out of use. Inside is actually entirely clean. The smell, however, is hard to find words. Visually, it may be clean, but the stench... What are you guarding over there? Oh, this is a new one. A new. Oh, that one. Oh, now we got 2 enemies. Can I not choose my target? Okay, so that is going to be a ranged defend. Followed by a magic defense. Alright, so they're throwing double enemies at me now, so it's getting a little more complicated. Also looks like they're in like a front row, back row situation where you can't really. I don't know if maybe it'll change later, but it seems like right out that battle, I couldn't choose which one to attack. I had to attack the one that was up front. Based on the records I have read on this property, the trains used to run non-stop to and from here, day and night, all days of the week. Nothing unusual for a factory of a modern industrialist. Actually, before I go anywhere else, let's go back and spend the skill point. Since as of right now, it seems like melee is one that I get to use the least. There doesn't seem to be that many magic enemies. Train yard is packed with more of the same, empty crates. They made sure they had plenty of crates to spare. I assume Waltham wanted to conclude the closure of his factorium as fast as possible. The less time laborers spend here, the less time they see something they should not. Okay, left or right? I guess we'll go left. Every drawer, crate, and box is entirely empty. They did a thorough job at removing everything of note. Okay, so it didn't matter if I went left or right, they both went to the same spot. Now we're at an elevator. Based on the speed of the elevator and the time I spent inside, I estimate to be approximately 40 feet below ground. Okay, so that's definitely not normal ore. The caved-in area contains stone masonry similar to the one found on this floor, implying at least one more floor above us, much like this one. Glowing crystals in the cave beyond the pillars is not unlike the one in the Citadel 3 years ago. Waltham setting up his base of operations here, so far from the capital, starts to make more sense now. Interesting. These appear to be some form of air exchange based on the airflow. They appear to be metal, but on closer inspection they are more like plastics. It looks entirely out of place surrounded by century-old stonework. Substance found above, emanating from the drains, is more prevalent here. It covers the halls, the walls, and the ceiling. Still no smell or sense of magic. No signs of harmful effects either. Exit. These pipes, seen above ground in certain parts of the property, go further below. I assume they served as the air exchange for this floor, but it seems there was far more deeper below. Life form detected. As per the orders of the Maker, proceed to... What was it again? You seem confused. I have no quarrel with you, but I am in a hurry, so please stand aside. Now I remember. Orders were to blast it. My memory seems damaged. For the life of me, I cannot recall what the orders were. Waltham. Although I fully understand your confusion, and this is technically one of Waltham's many bodies. No, I am not Waltham. My name is Alphonse. I am one of many experiments Waltham conducted over his many lives. You're one of his replicated bodies. Indeed I am, although I was to be his apprentice of sorts, an experimenter like so many others in this accursed place. In reality, I was nothing but a slave, a replica without memories. You know why I am here? No time for sympathy? Oh well. Yes, I know. You need a new replica body for him, right? Don't look surprised. I may be imprisoned here, but I am no fool. There is nothing else of value he could want from this place. I also know full well what the Empire has been working on. A foolhardy effort to save some of humanity from the moonfall. Laughable, if you ask me. You have absolutely no idea what is hiding out there amongst the stars, or you would welcome the quick release the moon will grant you. Just allow me to complete my task and I will be on my way. You think I am in control here? No. This place is a prison, or rather it was. Now it's a place of madness ruled by the strong, ever since Waltham left and sealed us with his magic. If you want to finish your errand, you will have no help from me. That spell on you. I was wondering how you got onto the grounds in the first place. It appears Waltham put a spell on you that allows you to come and go through the sealing spell of this place. It must have weakened the seal when you entered. That's why so many creatures woke up. I shall investigate this while you chase your foolish errand. Good luck, servant. Said, yeah, I like Souls games. I haven't played that many of them, though. I played Demon Souls, I played Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. That's pretty much it. Silver key. Map for the ruins below ground. There seems to be hand-drawn scribbles where the ceilings has collapsed. The maps look like it could fall apart at the slightest touch. I better not try to move it. Drains converging here on a path to further below is ominous in its implication. Here's slow, rhythmic breathing from below. That's the only way to describe the sound. It's mixed in with odd and infrequent electric sounds. That's where I came in. If I ever pick them up, like, because this is basically Dark Souls 1, 2, Sekiro, and Elden Ring left, and I don't own any of them. Honestly, the Dark Souls 1 and 2, I don't know how interested I'd be in. That was actually part of the problem, is that after I played Bloodborne, the rest of them seemed way too slow. Like, even when I played Dark Souls 3, which everybody says is so much faster than Dark Souls 1 and 2, it just felt so slow compared to Bloodborne. Which is kind of like, Elden Ring looks not quite up to it, but looks better. Sekiro, on the other hand, looks like it would probably be something I'd like. Let's go spend our skill point. Met Alphonse. Any other Walthams I should be aware of in this pit of hell? No more that you should be concerned with, but I find it odd you would call him Waltham. Just how deviant his mind is to enslave his own replica deprived of memories, to experiment on him. He lived a great many lives. He's seen worlds beyond your wildest dreams and holds secret knowledge that would break a normal human mind. For him, life has lost all value. That sort of life experience deprives your kind of empathy. You almost make it sound as if you value life more than him. Oh, but I do, greatly. However, our morals on what life is and why it's valuable could not be further apart. I cherish life, for it is what nourishes growth and advancement. Strife and struggle of life is one of the pure beauties of this universe. You small creatures scurry around in the dark, grasping at life as hard as you can. But in this race for survival, most of you forget to enjoy and savor it. Much like Waltham, blinded by his ambition, he lost sight of life in his attempt to escape death itself. You hold all this power, but would rather just watch us suffer. What use is someone given power never earned? No, if you wish to live, you must struggle and earn your place. The universe has no mercy for the weak. Is that what this is? A test? It's you fighting for something you value. You have already saved as much of humanity as you could, and yet here you are, trying to save someone insignificant despite the danger. That is why I watch. Now go before you start to bore me. Yeah, they usually do go on sale for half off. I'm actually surprised, though, that Sekiro hasn't dropped in price. Like, it goes on sale for half off, but normally it's still a full $60, despite how many years it's been. I would have expected the base price to go down at some point. Alright, so we need to figure out where to go from this crossroads. Looks like everything up north is blocked, so let's go check there, see if there's any items or anything. It used to be a canal or some form of drainage system. Either this place was once above ground or they collected and led some form of fluid around. Whatever it was happened centuries ago. The structure seems to have stood the test of time, yet these collapses are rather frequent and seem to cut off prime paths. I begin to think they were man-made, not the result of any natural occurrence. The last Weimar have been busy. Each and every one of these creatures is slain by the same weapon. No idea where he conjures up all these late canes from. Iato canes from, but each of the creatures was slain with the same precision. The layout of these ancient halls imply there was some form of catacombs possibly dedicated to occult activity. Wonder if Waltham had a hand in their construction or only adopted them for his own goals. Sacks are filled with something rotten. Might have been a combination of meat and wheat, but it's hard to make sense of the disgusting mess it turned into. I'm not interested enough to inspect any further. The glyphs are deliberate and appear that collectively form a much larger glyph and incantation. My guess is the sealing spell Waltham mentioned. Already opened chest. Alright, so I checked all of those. Let's check the southern paths. Metal. Unlike anything I've ever seen except part of the Citadel 3 years ago. I'm getting more and more worried what lies below. You're being hunted? What am I being hunted by? Crap. Alright, I'll go on break. Okay, so the manor is where I'm supposed to head next. So I got that key. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go on break. I'll be back in 5, and then we will continue exploring. Alright, I'm back. Double the guard cost of all enemy actions. Bad. If my mental map of the glyphs is correct, they form a much larger version of the glyph found on the lower floor of the Barreleye Manor. Waltham denied any direct involvement with the herald sealed there, so he either lied or uses the exact same method of containment as whoever sealed that one. There's a lot of these already open chests. I think I've already gone this way. Yeah, I think this is the way I came in. Okay, so that's unusable right now. Alright, so I checked all of the above. Checked these below, the first two. From the factory and in through the right side is where I came in. So I guess I go through the left, and then I'll go down, right, and up until the path ends. Check, see if there's anything, you know, around the bottom area, and go to the manor after that. More of the crates and boxes used for the closure of the factorium. It would imply Waltham had active storage even deeper below, but this makes me wonder who he used to export the goods from here and below. Any normal laborer would have some questions after seeing such a place. These air exchanges are very frequent. I can never hear any signs of life through them, however. Okay, that's gonna be the entrance from south area. Generator appears to be entirely broken. The wiring above and around the entire area seems to be very early electrical technology, outdated by almost a century. Yep, the growths are here. This thing again. Both have never elaborated on the nature of this thing, but it always appears near and around the fog. Since there is no historical record of the fog ever being in this area, I have to wonder why this is here. The stare. This has a lot of HP. Okay, so ranged it is. Cerebrum testa. Okay, enemies are starting to put up a little bit of a fight now. Nikola Coil Mark III. Come on. I've got 3 ranged weapons, but I haven't found a second melee one yet. Layout of these ancient halls imply there was some form of catacombs possibly dedicated to occult activity. I wonder if Waltham had a hand in their construction or only adopted them for his own goals. I feel like I've read that one already. Generator begins to hum. The power output signal lights up. Should be right below the main Waltham residence right now. Scattered notes are barely legible. What can be made out to imply they were stock records? Hundreds, if not thousands, of entries of ID-tagged items. To say are Waltham's, I dread to think what they were. Generator begins to hum. Power output signal lights up. Power. That's a lot of places to check. Collection of paintings, smudged beyond any chance of recognition. Some of them appear to be positively ancient, hundreds of years old, one of them almost crumbling to dust upon touch. I can only wonder what they depicted. Fuck, this place is big. All books are suspiciously normal. Encyclopedias, collections of maps, business almanacs, all mundane books. No doubt intentional and as easy as accessible. Start from right and work our way left. Documents detailing the movements of the 4 knights, including mine, following the disappearance of the Queen. He seems to have spent considerable effort to locate where we buried her. This is a painting of Queen Eleanor. Blotted out, but I recognize the very piece. Its presence here. Did he use this in conjunction with some occult magic to locate her unmarked grave? It would explain things. Suppose I need a library key for that. Alright, let's fight. Authentication keycard. So that's probably for that elevator that was down in the depths. Just based on the smell alone, I assume this was once used as a laboratory, but the smell of countless chemicals still linger in the air, emitted by the wood in the floorboards and the walls. Windows are hastily boarded up, even if they weren't absolutely no light is getting in. Windows are covered in black paint, blocking all light from getting in or out. Yeah, it seems to be a common pattern here and in the factory. Painted black windows and then boarded up. The amount of mold is suffocating and makes me sick to my stomach. Either this bathroom was never used, never cleaned, or both. The walls are visible suffering from significant water damage. Is this Waltham's Manor or Barrowline Manor? It seems to almost have the same layout. Collection of paintings smudged beyond any chance of recognition. Some of them appear to be positively ancient. That's what I read before. Appears to be remnants of food litters the floor. One would assume mice or rats would have gotten to them by now. It makes me realize I've seen absolutely no sign of either on the property. It's definitely abnormal. On melee weapon. Rapier. It's actually way faster than the scythe. I could have gotten here from before I even went underground. I should have had this rapier for a while now. Okay, so gun and magic, which means I need to block magic and then melee. Nothing new from her. So I have no idea what the It stones are going to be used for in this game. I've got 10 of them. Now, did I explore everything or not? Because from the looks of it, I could have explored either the manor or the factory in order to get down underground. Library key for that. That is locked by magic. I think I went through both left and right of this place. And yeah, this just leads me outside. Alright, so I've checked everything I can in here. Head back to the elevator. So I think we got the key card that we need now. Quite skilled at killing. Nothing less to be expected of the strongest knight, right? What do you want? Need only but a minute of your time. You plan to hinder my work here. I do wonder, why have you come alone? Was your mission not sanctioned by the crown? So close to the end, too. Why the sudden interest? You seem rather desperate, as if there was something more personal to this than just your duty. I'm right. I've heard rumors about you and that other knight. Wait, don't tell me he is the one who took on the burden of carrying Waltham inside him. Truly comical. Let's see just how far your convictions will carry you. Defend yourself. Actually, starting off with magic. Holy crap, that's a lot of shit he summoned. crap. I missed that one. Okay, so melee magic. On gun now. Crap. Got him. Fuck, and I forgot to use an ancient coin. Hey, Hideru, how you doing? Get out of my way, or I'll not hesitate to end your life. Such ferocity. No matter, I got what I came here to collect. Enjoy your tour of this horrid place. Finish Morbius? The movie? Oh, yeah, monochrome Morbius. Yeah. I heard it ends on a cliffhanger like Deception. There are signs of collapse and relatively recent repairs made to the elevator. Alright, so I got left, right, and down. Metals used in this structure, they are not man-made. They closely resemble the structure lodged in the Citadel 3 years ago. Let's go left first. Doors seem to lack power. There's a small paper note attached with human writing on it. Power rerouted to makeshift generator in east. Let's go east then. Sea of eggs stretch out until my eye meets a cave wall. Lodged inside the eggs are odd, gigantic limbs, metallic fragments of unknown machines, and the same odd discoloration I've seen before. Galranthalt. Is this another boss already? Couldn't put Doom on him. He might be another boss already. Oh, fuck. I waited too long on that one. Now I gotta heal. Pacing issues, and it goes too slow or too fast? Go by the experience he gave, that didn't seem to be a boss. Felt like he had the HP of one. Maybe. Looks like whatever this facility is, it was flooded by this sea of eggs. The bridge I'm standing on is probably the roof of the structure. English writing put up using common paint looks out of place. The addition rather than part of the original structure. His presence is safe to assume Waltham wasn't the only one to access the structure. How did he keep this a secret for so long? Yeah, I still need to pick it up. Because I am still above the sea of eggs. One could have provided such a fertile ground for these eggs to grow so numerous. Alright, east or south? Let's go east. Being hunted, okay. Alright, he's using melee, so that should be ranged. Fuck, I just took a look at just how much HP this fucker has. Man, that's gotta just be bad optimization. Fuck, I'm still not even through his guard yet. Oh, he's using magic now. Yeah. Unfortunately, the composer and the the voice actor for Haku wouldn't apply since this is before he shows up. But yeah, the composer dying hurts a lot. damn it. Need to build up the combo meter. Oh well, fuck it. Let's hit him with the big one now, see how much it does. And god damn it. Okay. Doing magic now. Still in melee stance though. Oh shit, the other status effects have worn off. Got him! Defeat the last hunter. Achievement. Almost gained 2 levels from that. I assume that means he won't show up anymore. PIG. It certainly looks like an ordinary pig, aside from the malformed and abnormal head. It appears to be dead, however there are no signs of decay. I have a feeling it's very much alive, or at least suspended in some way. Agrippa. It's a brain jar, which I assume contains the brain of Marcus Vespanius Agrippa. Normally I would assume it's a different person's brain with the name Agrippa, but knowing Waltham, it's most likely the Agrippa. No signs of activity or means to communicate to confirm this. I can only hope he is not kept alive in absolute sensory deprivation. At 2 skill points. Hey, another weapon. The Great Sword. %50 chance to inflict agony. Agony, double the enemy's action execution time. So between this and how fast the rapier is, you can get a shit ton of attacks in between the enemy. Zeta, what the hell is that? I barely make out somewhat humanoid shape in the corner just staring at me. It seems entirely disinterested in attempting to escape. Looking into its eyes, I can only feel a deep sense of emptiness, total lack of all emotions. I don't like it. Another chest that's already looted. Damn it. Aw, fuck you. Still enough to kill him, though. C-364. It's a pile of books. I don't have any guesses why they would need to be sealed away like this. Everything seems entirely normal. Zero 1111000. I have no idea what that means. Item appears to be a metal rod with a rectangle on top painted yellow. The symbols on it appears to be writing of some sort, but I don't recognize any of them. Looks like a traffic sign. Pull that from the future? Oh, told you? Wow, so it sounds like they really started running out of money towards the end of the game. Ithian Scout. Tamed this world before our ancestors came out of the sea, huh? Well, the world is fucked, so it doesn't matter. You can have it. We're leaving. Aleph-01. Is that a Citadel engine? But if Walthan had one, why would he send us to the Dawn Empire to fetch a core? But thinking about it, it's sealed in a cell here, so possibly it was unsafe to use. It's certainly giving me a really bad feeling just looking at it. Man-made machinery stands out like a sore thumb. It appears Walthan tried to power up the facility using our technology. It seems to have worked, too. Floor's material is covered in tiny, barely noticeable depressions, making it less likely to be slipped on. It seems very practical. Much like the rest of the machinery in the facility, this one appears to be running. On touch, I can feel ever slight vibrations and minimal heat from it. No mechanical component is visible. Large and empty cell, no signs of anything inside, and it appears pristine, as if it were never used. Necromancer, this is a new enemy. Using magic. What the hell? Let's try out our new greatsword. Damn it. Finger slipped. Missing panel reveals the walls might be lined with similar machinery. I have neither time nor the interest to ponder their use, but it is safe to say the facility is incredibly complex. Weapon. Spear. Enemies inflicted with pierce deal double damage to the enemy. So, rapier and then spear. Bigger damage. Okay. I wonder if the other weapons have like a synergistic weapon, and that's why there's leaving spaces in the middle. Because this one actually went in the middle, and it corresponds to the rapier. Like if there's another melee weapon that follow-ups after the scythe and after the greatsword. Guess we'll find out. Just have to make sure to explore everything to get them all. Which I definitely need to go explore the other side, because I came here first, and this is looking like it's the long path. Probably the shorter one that has something. A11Y. Wait, I know what this is. These black balls plagued us since the Burlai Manor. Zargot told me once he met one capable of speech and it was friendly to him. This one seems entirely content with its current predicament. Oh yeah, it's the noir ones that shoot electricity. Oh, those guys are actually worth 900 experience? Pretty fucking easy. The familiar generator is wired right into the exposed portion of the floor. It suggests that maybe all the walls of the facility are lined with wiring and machines. Oh, that's the generator that I probably needed way back. Initializing. Is that a projection? Hello and welcome to the Harshion Research and Monitoring Station number 76211. My name is Operating Intelligence. OI for short. Please stand by whilst I run an identification scan. Identification complete. Welcome Lanesia Britannia, First Knight of the Angelic Empire of Britannia. How do you know me? Current Administrator, Alfred Waltham, has kept my database up to date until 3 years, 7 months, and 19 days ago. I need to access the lower levels in the replica growing device. Oh, sorry, that's her. I need to access the lower levels in the replica growing device. Can you help me? Emergency protocol recognized. Medium administrative rights granted. We're now accepted as a medium-level administrator of the facility. I am here to assess Lanesia. Don't tell me Waltham expected this. Alfred Waltham set up a large number of protocols for countless outcomes. He locked this facility down 3 years, 7 months, and 19 days ago, before setting off on a mission with a low probability of success. One of these expected protocols would require one or more of the Knights of the Empire to collect a replicated body for Alfred Waltham. What if I was here to destroy the facility? That would conflict with your actions thus far. Please proceed to the floor below using the now active central elevator. Make your way to the replicator machine to the south. Alright, thank you for the help. I thought he was going to be a boss. Have I explored all up here, though? Yeah, I think I have. Still haven't gone there. Alright. Let's hit some of the guard regen before we go through the door. I don't think we've gone past this door yet. Inverse cyclet. So it's on gun stance. Enemies afflicted with agony. Spread agony to all enemies on the field. Yeah, so every second, like, they seem to be coming in pairs. Although the amount that I'm getting in melee is making me feel like I'm missing stuff. Painted writing on the walls looks aged, still I can clearly make out B1 West Wing. It's counted as a basement, meaning at one point the floor above us indeed ground level. Entropy. Drain. The enemy will lose 1% of their guard every second. This is actually a really quick spell. See pillars in the distance. They appear to be human-made, using the same stone as the floor above. You say that as if I have any pyramid scheme plans or anything. I am poor as well. Oh damn, that guy came right at me. Looking through the glass-like material on the floor, I can see more of the eggs, but also feel like my eyes are tricking me. In the corner of my eyes, I feel movement only to focus there and see no such thing. It makes my whole body tense up. No, I think this is where I'm supposed to be going. She's not saying anything different yet. Walls seem to leak the substance that alters the colors in its area. I still can't determine if it's gas, fluid, or pure light. "5611. The cell is empty, yet I can clearly hear movement from inside. If I concentrate enough, I can even make out the sound of breathing. Hope there are no invisible creatures running around in the facility." Well then, you look like a perhaps optional boss. Ron Tegoth. Still not as bad as the hunter that I killed. Alright, so he's melee, so I gotta hit him with ranged. Yeah, let's reapply the other two debuffs to him. Oh shit, is he not? Oh, he's on gun now. Okay, which means I need magic now. Oh, he's back on sword. to the museum achievement. Biological data card. Ghostly train ticket. And a katana. Katana goes with the scythe, it looks like. The enemies inflicted with doom instantly kill the enemy. So not going to be very useful against bosses, since it seems like bosses don't get doom. Alright, night, Haideru. Sleep well. We'll talk to you later. And an authentication code card to facility level 1. A large flat machine with glass-like material displaying complex anatomical information on a humanoid figure. However, on closer inspection, the internal organs are entirely alien. The name Alfred Waltham is the only human language on display. The card is partially transparent, with the image being displayed over it. On rare occasions, the image seems to falter in a few places, implying it's being fixed onto the screen via some kind of process, and the image could be changed at will. Train ticket. Train is setting off from Waltham Factorium train depot. Destination is missing. Ticket is semi-transparent and produces no sensation of touch when held. It's a ghost ticket. So I got 2 key items out of that fight, and I'm not sure where to use them. The cell is broken from the inside, yet there is not a single piece of glass left on the floor. The floor has what appears to be burn marks heading outwards, yet the glass is not burned in the slightest. Confusing. Massive unmarked cell is covered in the color-shifting substance. No sign of anything inside, no signs of leaks or seams. I have no idea how it enters the facility. Like there's anything else here. Alright, I think I'm all caught up. Just need to explore from here. Let's see what this is first before we fight you. Whispers of the Void spell. 50% chance to inflict insight. Enemy is forced into a magical defensive stance. So you hit them with this, and then they're forced to go magic, and then you can wail on them with melee attacks. Hey, War Panda, how you doing? Alright. That. What else does he have left? Yeah, I think this is the strongest one. See if we can finish him off with this. Damn it, just shy. Exit south, east, and north. Where do I want to go? I guess we'll go south first. This place is a nightmare to navigate. Every hall looks the same. Species seem to have favored function over form. Two leading south. Check the others. Maybe they're just single rooms. Got another escapee. Okay, the cucumber should be easy enough to take out. He's dead. Well, now that we have the combo for these two, put Doom on it, so this should instantly kill it. Crap. Crap. Yeah, it's still enough to kill it. Every time I look through these glass-like surfaces, I feel as if I was being digested alive by whatever this large creature is coiling around the facility. So north and south both have 2 exits. I guess we gotta... Oh, new weapon. Whip. 50% chance to inflict rage. Enemy is forced into a melee defensive. Okay, so are all of the 4th weapons just going to be forcing them into a certain stance? Seems that way. Like you force them into a stance that you want. It's very Lovecrafty. This is the last game in a 5-game series. Yeah, it's very Lovecrafty. Can see what resembles muscles, like a cross-cut of a muscle. Seems to be moving ever slowly. The size of it, however, is more than disconcerting. Yeah, it's been fun. Honestly, every game is a slightly different genre. Like this last one obviously is kind of a... almost like a Grandia style turn-based. But the first one is kind of like almost like a 2D Bloodborne. The second one's a Metroidvania. The third one's a twin-stick shooter. And the 4th one is almost like a Zelda. It's still kind of a Metroidvania, but like a top-down one, so it's kind of like a Zelda type. Honestly, I still liked it, but I'd say the weakest one was probably the twin-stick shooter, the third one, but I've enjoyed all of them. Alright, so... ranged on him. Crap, I was too late on that. Yeah, I don't know if they're on Steam sale right now. They might be, but I got all 5 games for less than $10 when they were on Steam sale. And all of them are like 12 to 15 hours, but I mean, for $10, 5 games, it wasn't a bad deal at all. You know what, let's try this. Yeah, and it's like, when I got it, they were all on Steam sale. Like, all of them were, like, anywhere from 70 to 80% off. And then there was another percentage off for putting them in a bundle. So yeah, I got them, all 5 of them, for under 10. Roll machine seems to have vertical beds, almost as if designed to fit a humanoid figure. They remind me more of a coffin than anything I would like to sleep in, however. This doesn't leave bare. Giga Slain. Enemy has crush. Spread crush to all enemies on the field. Okay, so these two are similar. Use this one to put agony on them, and then this one will spread it to all enemies. And this one does the same with crush. Double the guard cost of all enemy actions, and double the enemy's action execution time. So it's basically just to kind of cripple all the enemies on the screen. So I might as well try out one. Got crush. Now I spread it to other enemies. Damn it. Oh, he's gonna switch to ranged. Okay. In that case... Okay, that's definitely a boss. Let me go check those two that were on the southern part. Gain our guard first. Yeah, that's why I wanted to check these first, in case there were other weapons. Mark IV Ferguson. I guess this enemy is forced into a ranged defensive stance. Yeah, so the last weapon, well, the second to last weapon is all about forcing them into a certain stance, I guess. So you can choose to build how you want, and you can just force them into whatever stance you need. No, dull as it is, it does seem empty. But why paint a label on it if it's empty? Because otherwise you'd have to do what I've been doing so far, which is to level up all your stats evenly. Since you have to be able to do damage regardless of what stance they're in. So those weapons allow you to get them into the stance that you want, that you put points into. Alphonse, do not stand in my way again. Why would I? You will do my work for me. What are you after? See, everyone but you are helplessly sealed here. Baltha made it so that anything inside or below the sealing circle would be unable to break free of it. However, I have managed to decipher the spell he placed on you. Soon enough, I shall be able to leave here myself. I can't let you leave. You are clearly too powerful and cannot be trusted. I'm nowhere near as powerful or as untrustworthy as the serpent that sent you here. But you know that, and yet despite your common sense, you are here, doing his bidding. Something as childish as love? Laughable. There is no shame in love. There is when it makes one stupid. Stay out of my way or I will have to kill you. You can but try. Can't keep letting him get away. 01, this is the replication machine. Correct. That machine was built by Alfred Waltham to facilitate one of his methods of generating fully grown humanoid bodies. So it's not a Harshian machine, yet it looks like the rest of the machinery here. The machine uses Harshian technology mixed with unidentifiable materials. Do you know how to operate it? I was told I would need a few things from the facility to use it. The machine is fully operational. However, it requires a biological data card containing Alfred Waltham's data, a biomaterial canister, a hyper-compressed ETH injector. I have one of those things. Once these are supplied, the machine can begin the construction of a living humanoid replica of Alfred Waltham. I have no memories nor a mind of its own. Correct. The body will be non-sentient and practically brain-dead. The process of consciousness copying is a function this machine never possesses. Yeah, but use those servant creatures to do that. Where can I find the items you listed? Based on my records, there should be a sufficient supply of all items across the 3 levels of the facility. No exact locations. Sadly, I can provide no further data. Most of my sensors were destroyed by escaped specimens in the past 3 years. Please exercise extreme caution while locating them. I will. Yeah, because it was behind one of the escape specimens, I think, that I found the biometric data. Machine's a combination of technology and materials I recognize and those of this facility. I wonder how many Walthams were made here using this very machine. According to the 01, the OI, sorry. The machine requires a biological data card containing Alfred Waltham's data, a biomaterial canister, and a hyper-compressed ETH injector. There's some handwritten notes here. Impressive. I've never seen handwriting this bad in my entire life. Is this how Waltham actually writes? You don't even need to encrypt your notes this way. The very wall seems to break apart, yet they seem paper thin, as it was only an illusion, not real broken material. The discoloration is starting to affect my eyes, as if it was struck in the corner of my eyeballs. Continue looking around. I bet that other, plant-like thing that I avoided is probably one of the other bosses guarding one of the materials we need. Okay. I guess the other reason to force them into different stances is so you can apply as many debuffs as possible. Yeah, did it anyway, good. The enemy is inflicted with drain, half of the damage dealt is siphoned as HP. I mean, that's good to have in your back pocket in case you take a hit, but so far this game has been about not taking hits. Alright, looks like both of those south exits were leading to the same spot to get this weapon. And it's about time to end anyway. Take a quick look. I think I checked everything here. Yeah, that's where he is. And I think this is where we came in from the north part. Yeah, so going past here, this is the last where we've been. I think. Double check. Actually, I don't think we've gone through that teleporter. Oh wait, no, this is how we came here in the first place. Never mind. Oh crap, I didn't mean to start the fight with that thing. You know what? It auto-saves every time you enter a room. So let's just go ahead and end here. We'll do this boss fight next time. We'll start here. Actually, let me just double check that. I make sure that I want to see if it'll start me in that room or start me in the fight. Okay, yeah, it starts me in the room. So yeah, we just have to let our guard gauge build up and then we'll fight that thing. It's probably guarding another one of the 3 things we need to make Waltham's copy. Man, why is it whenever I close this game and open it back up, it doesn't pick up on source again? I have to like completely redo the source 2 or 3 times to get it to pick up again after I close the game. Wonder if maybe that has something to do with because I think it's Game Maker Studio. Like that's what it shows up in the source. I think that's the program he used to make the games. But yeah. I think I might be having the most fun with this game since the first one, actually. Because that first one, granted, the first one was only like 4 hours long, but that first one that was, kind of a 2D Bloodborne style, I really liked. I liked the Metroidvania too. It wasn't bad, but I didn't like the twin stick shooter as much. Just because there were a lot of parts that were kind of unfair. Like the guys had way better aim than I did, basically. And they would throw a lot of like shotgun dudes to rush you. Yeah, that one I think that one ended up being the hardest of the games, but that just may be because it's a genre I don't play too often. The Zelda one, Moonless Night, the one that we finished off earlier in the stream, that one took a little getting used to in that you have, like, in order to attack fast, you have to, like, because all the attacks have a delay both before and after the attack. I think depending on the weapon, the delay before the attack is different, but the delay after the attack is always the same, and it's pretty long. but you can animation cancel the delay after the attack by hitting the parry button and then immediately hitting attack again. So you get to attack like I want to say 50% faster. It's not a massive difference, but it's enough to where, you can usually get in an extra hit on something as it's moving away from you. That, and if you can time the parry at the right time so that you hit and then parry the hit that they're trying to hit you back with, you then get like 2 or 3 free hits on an enemy while they're stunned. So that one was more getting used to the rhythm of the attack and parry and knowing when to dodge out of the way of stuff and everything else. But once it kind of had the rhythm down, it became super easy. It was just kind of a high learning curve. This game I'm having a lot of fun with. It seems a little more exploration heavy, like the first game did. Obviously, the Metroidvania, all of them were actually exploration heavy, but this one's, I don't know how to describe it. It's the fact, like, I guess it's not the exploration so much as it's the level design. The level design in this is very similar to the first game, in that it almost feels kind of horror gamey. So I'm kind of liking that. I'm just liking I like the exploration of this one as much as I liked it in the first game. The rest of them, like I said, were also exploration heavy, but they were more like camera out. Like you're exploring, but you're exploring where you can see big portions of the map. Whereas this one in the first game are more like small rooms. Like you keep going into small rooms and all the character sprites and everything are big. I guess that's probably the best way I can describe it. Is like it's just like exploring rooms instead of giant areas. I'm digging it, and now that I've kind of gotten a hold of the battle system in its whole, like, it's kind of got it doesn't really have in the Grandia sense, it doesn't have the ability to, like, knock the enemy back on the bar, but it has that same Grandia bar where it's like, you wait for your turn, you pick your action, and then they have different execution times before they come out. And then on top of that, there's the rock, paper, scissors, between melee, ranged, and magic. That you have to hit their weakness while also blocking with the strength of whatever they're throwing at you. So you have to kind of pay attention on the timeline of what they're going to hit you with so you know how to block when it shows up. It's not overwhelming, but it's just enough interaction to keep me on my toes, so I'm really digging it. But we will continue this next week, and tomorrow and for the rest of the week we'll be back to Bravely Default. So I guess let me go ahead and give callouts, and then I'll end for today. So War Panda, Haideru, Nami, Kaz, thank you all for coming in and chatting with me while I play. Thank you to anybody else who may have been lurking and watching. It's always appreciated. So, as I said, we'll continue this next week, same day. And for tomorrow and the rest of the week, we will be back to Bravely Default. As for right now, let me see if I can find someone to... You know what? Let's go ahead and raid Kaz. I don't know if he... I don't remember what he was playing before. I don't know if he finished it. But he is now playing Legaia 2. Which is a game that I feel is unfairly hated. And granted this, I am saying that despite the fact that I haven't played it since the game came out. I played it when it was first released, but I remember really liking it, and all I have heard for the game over the years is hate. So I kind of want to watch just for the sake of trying to see if I have nostalgia goggles or if the game actually was that bad. So let's go ahead and jump in, say hi. Hope to see you all next time, and until then.
Bye-bye, everybody!